Hello everybody, welcome to Sundays Are for Trucking episode number 242. Hope you're having a great day so far. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. And this is the truck here that I was hoping was going to be released on Thursday, but we did not get this till Friday. So this is the new update from JonRuda. So the Classic XL was updated. He did include the FLD, and you will notice the sleeper that we have on here. This is the Able Body sleeper, which is also a new addition to the Classic XL. So we're going to be running this today. Now, this is not the truck that I drove. I basically drove a 50-foot 58-inch flat roof in the FLD that I drove. So, a little bit of a difference. But we're going to be doing some grain hauling today on the Sundays Are for Trucking. Underneath the hood, we do have N14 sounds from Slav Jerry. And we are sitting in Kansas City right now. We do have to run over to Smithfield in order to get our load, which is going to be going up down to Guyman, Oklahoma, I believe, once I do have that set up. Randy, Travis, David, Paul, Bob, Crusting, Dub, Robert, what's going on today, guys? Great to see you. So, without any further waiting, as you can see here, it's 6:15 in the morning. Let's climb in the truck. Hey, Bobsta, we're going to get her fired up, and let's do some trucking.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Yeah, we're running over curbs already. I don't care. Well, hello, Travis's son, Raiden. Oh, I guess I pulled far enough ahead to where they are actually going to stop. I don't care. Echo check works.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
I have to make a little bit of adjustment here. It feels like I'm just sitting too far back, so we're going to move that up to 70. Nope, I just said hello to Raiden.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
Now, the horsepower on the truck, you guys probably saw that on the image when we started the screen. 525 horsepower. No tuning or anything like this to take it to 600 or whatnot. All right, so some information that is coming for the coming week here. On Tuesday for ETS2, the Volvo FH5 is going to be released. And then probably on Wednesday is when we're going to get the start of the Christmas event. No big deal there. And then on Thursday is going to be my guess of the annual Christmas stream from SCS. And our load that I did have going to Gaiman kind of disappeared. So we'll go to Junction City. It's going to be shorter, but I don't care. We're going to be doing some live loading and unloading today. All right, where the heck do I go? Oh, all the way up there. Okay, I can't get to there going that way, so we got to go through over there. So just a little bit of a readjustment here. Oh, there goes my trailer. Darn it. Now, someone had mentioned something that there's still 2 more trucks to go for release. Now, we know the FH5 is coming due to a tease by Volvo themselves for Tuesday the 17th. Beyond that, I have no idea what the other one is. Is it possible? I don't think it's going to be the rest of the T680. They don't need to do a special live stream for that. Could it be maybe the 579 next gen for ATS? No idea.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
I mean, were they working on a new Mercedes Actros? I have no idea because I really don't keep up with ETS2 news. We're probably not going to get Missouri until probably late winter, early spring next year. So 2025. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but you guys are probably going to be seeing more of this truck on the stream just because it's the truck that I drove mostly back when I was driving. It just feels so good to be inside one again. $4 coming up, I believe. Hey, I'm getting good at that. And of course, since this is a FLD and these rims what we had back in the day, we've got the directional Alcoas on. Now, one thing I don't know if John added, because you can't see it there, and, oh, cabin suspension, oh, yep, it's there. So if you think about it, what JonRuda did with his Classic XL FLD, it's the same way that he did with the 389, 379, 378, and 388. It's basically the exact same truck internally with just parts for each specific truck that you can purchase. And I was seriously debating on running Frosty again today, but nah, you guys are going to get sick of seeing the exact same thing all the time, especially when it comes to graphics, so yeah, no Frosty today. That's right, Kansas. Give us the green light. It is $35, Bobsta, and you can buy this at buyjonruda.com. Create an account, and you can then make your purchase. When updates are done, you log in, go to My Mods, and you can download the update. Oh, it is 30? I thought it was 35. Oops, my mistake. But I'll tell you this right now. In Greater British Pounds, it's probably a little bit less, and it is worth every single penny. These trucks are very well optimized. The light packs can be used on other things. The rims can also be used on other trucks. And the trailers also. I gotta make sure I say that correct. Trucks and trailers, the rim pack can be used on.
and then turn right. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Now, I did not go with LED lighting on this truck today. I just went with all standard lighting, and it's basically bare minimum on lighting. We're taking off the residents of Junction City, going through downtown here, if you want to call it downtown, with the engine brake roaring. But then, I did that back in the day too, unless I saw a no engine brake sign. Which, if you really think about it, back in the 90s, those signs did not exist. It was basically when I got done with driving that they started popping up, and everyone was enforcing Jake brake restrictions because of the noise. Blame that on the guys who run in 10-inch stack straight pipes and literally have Jakes that can shake your walls.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
All right, we'll be nice. We'll shut the Jake off going through this neighborhood.
In 650 feet, turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Oh, wow, this does not have dynamic unloading. Okay, because this should tell us. So we'll do the hard parking just because. And I'm going to see if we can actually pull through here on the backside. I believe we can. Sweet! Oh! How dare they put a door in there? Alright, we're going back around front here because I do not feel like backing up the same way that we came. Alright, looks like we are going to be doing a blindside. Yes, turn signals are in the right place. Thank goodness. They're not right next to each other. Alright, and what I am doing here is, yeah, okay, back up, and I gotta jut myself to the right even more. Okay. I was trying to hope and cheat that I didn't have to do too much of a blindside. Nope, wrong. Oh, shut up, I'm already here. Hey, Jim, how's it going today? Alright, I'm just going to see what's here and where we can go. Hey, we can do a little bit longer. We can go to Amarillo, but it also goes to another Miles City. If we want to take a longer one, we can go up to Miles City, but we were just there. So we're going to go down to Amarillo. We're picking up here. Hopefully it's a dynamic load, and we'll deliver down in Amarillo. Works for me. Alright, this one is a dynamic loading. We just don't have unloading here. Oh, we got another person who doesn't like snow and Jim, huh? Now, one thing that I would do in real life if I was doing grain hauling, even if we're coming from an overhead silo, you're going to get a bunch of dust from the product itself. So, unless you want that dust all over your interior, you would close up your windows. We don't have to worry about that in the game, but that's also something to look forward to. Maybe we'll get that someday. I don't know. Probably not. All right, so we got 5.5 hours of drive time. So that, if we figure 60 miles an hour, we can go 300 miles. And 300 miles is going to get us to probably, I'd say, Oklahoma City. So let's go ahead and make it a point to stop somewhere around Oklahoma City. Actually, probably a little further. But everything, yeah, it's going to be right in here somewhere. So we'll go right to there. So Clinton, Oklahoma is where we're going to stop at. And let's see, 365 miles. Perfect. Hey, all right, let's get that out of here now that we're loaded.
In 650 feet, turn left.
Come on, AI, let's go, let's go, let's go. I've got places to go and things to do.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
Oh, that butcher shop is closed. So I wonder what teases that we're going to get for next year. Hopefully we'll get more teases on the 579 if we don't get it. Maybe a date when the T680 Next Gen is going to be finished. Perhaps maybe information on a 589 W990 perhaps. Maybe the new Mac Anthem, new Volvo. Hey, Venka, how's it going today? Cummins N14, which is period correct for the FLD. Welcome back, Bob. If they ever do a classic truck pack, one thing that would need to be done is they would have to be paid, which I have absolutely no problem doing. If they give them for free, that's great if they do, but if they ever do classic, they could think about payment, and I'm sure people would buy them. I mean, they don't need to go like 20 bucks or whatnot. Hey, charge you like 10, 15 bucks for it, and people will scoop them up left and right. I am doing awesome. It's a pretty nice day outside. Monday is going to be the warmest. We're going to be up near 60, so not going to complain. That's going to be my dinner tomorrow night, Junior, except, I mean, pizza, but I'm going to make my own dough and everything else. I've got a KitchenAid stand mixer in the kitchen. I'd just rather do it myself than paying 30 bucks to Pizza Hut. I'll be honest, I don't eat a whole lot of fast food. All right, we're not gonna make 300 miles. Okay, we're gonna have to stop before then, because we've got 4 hours left to drive. And I'm not gonna be able to average enough speed to get over to Clinton. I've eaten at Culver. There's one up in Council Bluffs. Butter burgers. So they were quite good, to be honest. Way better than McDonald's or Burger King. or even Wendy's. One restaurant I would love to see move into the Midwest where I am, and the one that I ate at was actually in Nevada. I think it was Battle Mountain or right around Winnemucca, was Port-O Subs. So good. And there's Whataburger now in Kansas City just because of Patrick Mahomes. He's opened up several restaurants or partnered with people, and they did get the licensing, and it's because he loves Whataburger so much, apparently. I think what I may end up doing is sleeping around Oklahoma City. I believe that's going to be the best course of action. We're definitely not going to be able to get to Clinton. All right, one moment here, guys. My chat just crashed, so I'm going to put you into a break screen for a moment. I do need to get that back up. Give me one moment here, please. All right, and we are back. Okay, let's let's continue this trip here. I don't think I've ever had the chat tab crash out because I have that open on a separate window, separate monitor on my second monitor. I've never had that crash in all of my years of streaming. Guess there's a first for everything. All right, drive time 2.5 hours. We're gonna change our location here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna barely get down here to Oklahoma City, and we're probably gonna go right to there instead. So we're gonna miss the 44. We'll go 35 to 40 because we need to stop at that huge old truck stop.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
The Poconos can be a pain in the butt though too, because it's all touristy up there. $78 miles, hour and a half. Yep, we're good on time. Good choice, Coda. At least on where we're going to be stopping at. Ah, bad view. We can't see anything. Now, one thing that is different with the FLDs that I drove in this one, my trucks did not have N14s in them. They had 3406s. So, and one was a 425 straight 10, and then the other one was a 9-speed with 350s. Now, the 425 had 390 rear ends. It didn't get up and go, but didn't really dog on the hills a whole lot either. Now the 350 had 411 rears, and I know I mentioned this before, but that truck couldn't even pull its own weight up a hill. And that 350 saw a hill and it just started yelping. It's like, I don't want to go. Okay, that was bad. I'm sorry, guys.
In 650 feet, turn left.
We don't need the fuel island, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to come back up and probably park there on the right, but I'm going to really do not want to do a quick turn in there, so we're going to cheat and go through some parking spots. All right, not moving the time forward on this one. So 4 ways on and pre-trip time. Now, one thing that is missing on this truck, and there isn't a way to do this. Well, you can, but a lot of Freightliner FLDs on this front fairing right below the hood did have a turn signal that sat right in the middle of this. It's kind of hard to see here, but with the able body, yes, you can, if I extend the fairing in the back, we can put one back there, but there was also one that sat up here a good majority of the time. There's a spot there to where you can put a light, but none of the square ones that this truck actually used.
In 650 feet, turn left.
the able-bodied sleeper that we're running is not a dual bunk. One thing that is also missing, and this is a game engine limitation, is the wipers. I mean, the later FLDs did have motor wipers, but the ones that I drove were air operated. Talk about fun. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, make sure that you are leaving a thumbs up. If you're already not subscribed, like what you're seeing, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Idiotic AI. Seriously, you had to do that? Hey, Omar, what's going on today? So a question for you, Randy, since you are a former driver and Miguel's not here, so I can ask him, even anybody who has driven a truck, it doesn't matter. Do you prefer to drive into sunrise or sunset? See, I've never been a night owl, so I preferred driving. I could get up early in the morning just fine. At like 4 o'clock or so, no problem doing that. So I preferred to drive into sunrise. And unless you were Ohio back in the day, those things were open 24/7, it seemed like. And the only time that you got a bypass is when the ramp got full. Yes, that one outside of Youngstown or Hubbard, well, between there. That one was notorious. And then right there at 234 was Truck World. That is still there. And I mean, I always got, depending on where I was going, a lot of the time I was going up to Warren or going to Chicago, I would never go through that scale outside of Youngstown. I'd always jet around and run up to 2 and then run across Ohio 2, which now is basically all 4-lane. Back in the day, it really wasn't. Yeah, I remember sleeping at that Truck World one night on my way back home, and I just didn't have enough time to get there. So I'm sitting there in my bunk, and what happens? Some idiot backs into me. Randy ate at that McDonald's how many times is going to be the question. I always hated going to Jersey. I mean, there 9 times out of 10, depending if I was in dropping off in Pennsylvania or whatnot on a Friday, I knew I was picking up at a piping plant on Friday for a delivery to Chicago on Monday.
And then turn left.
Ooh, way to go, Prime. Okay, do not back up, Prime. Just go straight. There you go. Oh, I'm trying to think. Where was there was a Quaker plant in Pennsylvania. Was it off of 80 or was it off of 81 to where you would pull Gatorade out of in there too? And if you ever went in there, you knew you were going to get heavy on the way out. If I remember correctly where that Quaker plant was at, it was the first exit past I-81 as you were going eastbound. And maybe, was that Gatorade that I pulled out of there? Or maybe it was something else. It was Quaker and all that. All I remember that if you went in there, coming out, you were pretty much maxed out. Hey, General Mills, I got your wheat for you. You can start doing some more shredded wheat cereal or whatnot. Okay, and this one here I know is not a dynamic unload, so where do they want us to put a grain trailer at and where they can unload it? Right in a dock. All right. Yeah, I think the lightest load that I ever hauled was probably, I think, 6,000 pounds. All right, where are we going to go here? We've got 45 minutes, so we can do 400 to 500 miles. No, we are not going there. Albuquerque? Nope. So the longest, all of these are going elsewhere. So what I want to do is let's go up to Washington and let's see where can we go up here that's not going to be overly long. Colville? Okay, that works. Colville to Bozeman for sugar beets. General Mills again, I'd rather not do that. And that's just too long to go down to Reading. Let's see, the Dales. That's too long. Too long. Only 311. Okay. So it's going to drop off at BNSF. Whatever. But we'll take a load. Nope. We're going to go to Bozeman in Montana. So we'll fly up to Colville and we will grab a load of sugar beet.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
Alright, we'll just pretend that we were sleeping up here. Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed. At the roundabout, take the second exit. In 650 feet, turn right. 650 feet, turn left.
Oh, back when Washington released, these were both Sunshine Crops. Oh, actually, they still are, because I forgot. I'm running a real company mod that turns them into ADM. So, yeah, both Sunshine Crops, and it's interesting going in here if you don't know which one you're going to, and the GPS doesn't tell you until you're turning. It's like, which one am I going to? And we're going to have to back up in order to make sure our trailer clears. No big deal here. ABS systems can be such a pain in the butt. And if you ever see an ABS light on a trailer, you know that ABS system is not working. The truck, if it's on a trailer and that light's on, that trailer basically needs to be placed out of service until it is fixed.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Navigation resumed.
Oh, do I have room to get through here? I sure hope so. Barely. All right, drive time. We got 5.5 hours.
In 650 feet, turn right. 50 feet, take the exit on the right.
Well, we are now in Washington, and I know what's down here. And if you guys know Washington, there's going to be a way station down here. So right now we are 2 bypasses for the day. I'm going to jinx myself. Washington, I normally get pulled into every single way station, so we're getting pulled in. Shh, it's reverse psychology. Yeah, I know, right? Never fails. I knew it. Every state hates me, Bob.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. 250 feet, turn left.
Under a bridge, echo works. Thank you.
Keep to the left, and then take the exit on the left.
Yeah, I have very little control over that cresting. YouTube has added those in. I've got that set way down to conservative. So if you are getting ads, I apologize. If you want to get rid of the ads completely, then running ad blockers such as uBlock Origin. And again, I don't care if you guys run an ad blocker because I do not do this for money. Oh yeah, I've got a little bit of some window tint there at the top. Definitely, Bob. So I'm sorry if you made it appear like it was gonna rain. Oh yeah, that's why I run it. You're not old, Bob, so we'll just call you well-seasoned. You're different, Bob. Yeah, I can't run a visor that literally blocks more than half of the windshield. I don't know how people can drive with those things in real life either. Yeah, I did that once and my lower back hurt after about an hour. It's like, nope, gotta put air back in the seat. Alright, this way station is on the left. Darn it. We need over.
Navigation resumed.
Alright, we got 2 hours left to drive. We're probably gonna stop in Missoula. This is due by Wednesday afternoon, so yeah, that works good. Now, the question, do we want to do nighttime for delivery, or do we want to go to daylight? Or at least, like, wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then continue on to Bozeman? That's a constitutionally protected activity, Randy. They can't pull you over for it. And I myself, I feel like delivering at night, but it's also hard to see.
Navigation resumed.
You know what would be awesome on the Christmas stream is if they tease dirt coming.
In 650 feet, turn left. Navigation resumed.
Never listen to what AP says, Bobsta. Nothing against him personally, but that's his opinion. He has been known to be extremely wrong before, and then he yanks down the video or he changes it and then re-uploads to make everything look like he said it was going to be coming true. So, yeah, I would be very leery on what he says. Hey, Randy, where are we at? Yeah, we're in the back row, playa. All right, so I went ahead. I forgot to change the time, so oops. If we had daylight, I can still move the time forward here. We've got 250 miles to go, so I'm gonna go to like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I made it rain. No big deal. Yeah, breakfast, best meal of the day ever. I love breakfast for dinner. You know, I did enable one thing back with Zap today, but I haven't put my head out the window or anything to figure out on it yet either. So we're going to go up here and stop and see if we can actually hear it. Nope, no brake squeal. And this is where air wipers would be fun at when it was raining, because you would get the driver's side doing one thing, the passenger side doing something completely different. Now you know where Eddie Rabbit got the line windshield wipers slapping at a tempo at when he did one of his songs. What was it? I Love a Rainy Night or something like that? Oh no, it wasn't I Love a Rainy Night. It was Driving My Life Away. That's what it was. Yes, and the sound. Psh, psh, psh. Talk about annoying. And I'm going to take a little bit of break, and I'm probably going to be grilling some hot dogs and hamburgers for dinner outside tonight. Hey, it's nice outside, and it prevents the house from getting all heated up too from turning on the oven.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
And maybe I didn't save the changes in Zaf. I believe I did. Oh, I don't think it should work with all trucks, so not sure why it's not working actually. So which reefer were you running, Randy? Or which trailer, I should say. That should definitely work. I know one reefer that doesn't work with Zaf right now, and that's Joe Moddings, because he doesn't have his body type set as a reefer. He's got it set as something else. The one thing that will tie this truck all together is getting the updated Freightliner sounds for G5 for Zaf. Oh, I'm going to be in heaven once that releases. Now, I like that. I'm not sure if you guys caught that or from the lightning that we did see. We did see a bolt come down from the sky, and we also got a lightning flash at the exact same time. That is awesome that they did that. It stopped raining, open up the windows, and of course, engine brake toggle goes on. Oh, the N14 that we are running is from Slab Jerry. I'm waiting for Z-Mods, all of his engines to get up to G5, because that's going to make everything just all tie in together. I mean, yes, it's a lot of work to redo everything, and I completely understand, and I'm just going to sit here and wait patiently. I did not cresting, but there were a lot of CB radio warriors out there too. And that's part of the reason why Channel 19 still to this day is called Sesame Street. Yeah, as soon as I heard "Shut up, stupid," yeah, the radio went down, and the CB radio went down, and I turned on the radio, or turned it up, or switched the channel to something that I actually liked. And my thing was always in the morning. Since a lot of times I didn't, just to avoid flipping through the stations, I would jump on the CB and say, hey, what channel is Howard Stern on? If there was a bigger area, of course, you could get Howard Stern. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of hard to find that, though. That, until Sirius came around, that is. I never really used Sirius until got new cars. I mean, back in the day, I had cassette tapes, CDs, and then just your plain old AM, FM. Oh, I prefer manuals. And if you're running an automatic, you're basically a glorified steering wheel holder, and that's it. Whoops, we're speeding. Truck limit 45? Nope. 60 for us. Ha ha! Yeah, I had a Wilson 2000 I used to run whip antennas just because they were better, and I saw a lot of people run what are they, fire sticks or whatnot. Getting SWR tuned on those things was a pain in the butt, and Wilson was nice and easy. Boom, done, set it and forget it. Not so much more these days, Cresting. It's definitely automatics have taken over, but if you have the ability, if you're going for the CDL, I'm still going to say this. Take your road test in a manual. That way you don't have a restriction on your license and to run only automatics. I mean, that's... Running a manual is a lost art anymore, but if you can do it, it's definitely better. Yeah, those were the fire sticks that I was referring to, Randy. And then that plastic cap there on the top, if you took it out, you could cut a little bit of the wire if you needed to tune your SWR. See, that may be the difference. The ones that I ran had the coil wrap on them. Well, the one truck I had those on there.
Keep to the right, and then turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
All right, and that is all the time that we do have for today. I do want to thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down because, yeah, feedback. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. If you're already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And remember, keep that shiny side up, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop.